Hi, we're back. How y'all doing? Happy Monday, my least favorite day of the week. But we're back, guys. We got some stuff we got to talk about. I hope you guys are having a wonderful one. Let's get into the mess, honey, because it is some mess. It is some mess. Y'all having a good Monday? I am having a good Monday. Let's get into our show. Got the water in the background, child. I've been kind of playing with this StreamYard thing, trying to see what new they have on here. So I hope you guys like this new little setup that I set up over here, child. All right, but we are back. Yes, we are back. Who we got in here? Let's see. I see Sweet Essence, KBR. I see my two mods in here. Thank you guys, Miss Cheryl Tuff. Thanks for being here, love. Kim Swinson, I see you in the building. Playtime is here. Shirley Terry is here. Sherry Williams is here. Stacy Lane is here. Thank you for being here. Let's see what you say. Oh, she's speaking to everybody. Okay, well, let's get into it. Thank you guys for being here. I see you, Ronnie. I see you, Deborah Johnson. Sheila Rumpf. Hi. Hello and hello. Let's get to the show. Everything said in the video is alleged, in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Simply living inspired. Hi. Hello. Thanks for being here. All right. Thank you, guys. Let's jump on in. Okay, let's jump on in. Everything said in the video is alleged, in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Kandi Burruss. Let's get into her. Kandi Burruss. Let's get into Kandi, honey. Now, Kandi is speaking out about the company that sued her for non-payment of rent. She's trying to say these people are bullying her. Okay, let's get into that, honey. According to the girls are fighting. All right. Now, Kandi says that Kandi Burruss's restaurant claims the landlord used harassment and intimidation in the $200,000 dispute. Now, it says that according to court documents that Kandi, who was 49 years old, and her husband, Todd Tucker's company, Burruss Tucker Restaurant Group, asked for an emergency hearing as part of the lawsuit brought in March by Montego Pacific. I covered that here on my channel. Says that the landlord for their restaurant, Blaze Steakhouse. Now, it sounds like they have not been keeping up on the rent over there. Not sure why, because Kandi is a whole millionaire and she got several businesses, okay? But, she's been letting Todd run things, and that might not be a good idea. Now, it says in the new motion that Burruss's company said that the landlord fired off a letter on June 13th outside of the legal battle, demanding $190,450 in rental payments and demanding that they resume operations of the restaurant within 5 days. Now, Burruss's company said that the landlord made legal threats against the company if it did not comply with the demand, despite them being in pending litigation. Now, a lawyer representing Burruss's company said that the letter was issued for the sole purpose of harassing and intimidating Burruss's company and to gain leverage in the pending lawsuit. Now, it is unethical and against public policy for a party to specifically counsel for a party engaged in litigation to threaten the proceedings for the sole purposes of attempting to gain leverage, Burruss's lawyer argued, okay? Now, it says that the judge denied Burruss's company's emergency motion, and the lawyer for Montego tells us that Montego Pacific believes that defendant's motion lacked merit and says that we're glad that the court agreed. Child. Now, in the lawsuit, Montego alleges that Burruss's company owed $154,000 in past due rent on the restaurant, which opened back in 2020. Now, it says that Montego accused Burruss's company of also failing to keep the premises in good maintenance and repair when necessitated landlord incurring costs for maintenance and repair that are tenants' obligations under the lease. Okay, now the landlord demanded an additional $56,000 for repairs, and it says that after the lawsuit was filed, Burruss slammed the landlord's decision to name her as a defendant. Now, she was saying, and I covered this, that Todd is over handling whatever is going on with the restaurants. Kandi is on tour. Kandi is handling her store tags. Kandi is handling her other businesses that she has going on, the music stuff over her. She has a music studio. So Kandi has a lot on her plate. So with them going in business together, she and Todd, as far as this Burruss Tucker, restaurant business that they have together, it was believed that Todd was supposed to be handling anything related to the restaurants, okay? But it seems that he might need to come up out of the strip club a little bit and focus a little bit more on their businesses, because it's costing Kandi, because I know this money comes from Kandi, it's costing Kandi a little bit more. So what y'all think about this? Now it says that Kandi thinks that Montego added her in an effort to drum up a lot of media attention because of who she is. Y'all know Kandi, honey, she's somebody out here. Kandi is somebody out here. So she's like, the only reason you added me to this damn lawsuit is because I'm Kandi. Everybody know who Kandi is. Don't nobody really give a hot boiling damn about Todd, okay? But she said, as far as I'm concerned, people are, they would know exactly who I am, and then it kind of make it look like I don't pay my bills because this situation is attached to me when Todd should be the one handling it. What y'all think? What y'all think about it? So hopefully they figure this out. Hopefully the money's been paid. Now we know, if you guys watched Kandi's what was that reality show that she had, okay, about her restaurants, it was said that the restaurants were kept very nasty. A lot of the food was kept under that hot light too long, where people were complaining. I told you guys, I've already been to her restaurant like once. I never been to Blaze Steakhouse, but I did go to the OLG restaurant, and I did not like it. I did not like it. The mac and cheese was too mushy. The chicken, you could tell, was sitting under a hot light much too long, and it could have been in some like old grease. You fry stuff in old grease. I didn't like it, and I'm not trying to disparage her company, but I feel like they're, when you hire family members, a lot of times people get lazy and they feel like they don't have to work as hard because, I'm, my cousin hired me, or I'm family, or, whatever the case may be. But I really feel like, a lot of times celebrities that go out and get restaurants, it doesn't do well because, that's really not your area. Just because you're a celebrity don't mean you can run a restaurant. But, and again, nothing against Kandi. I really hope that they can figure it out. And maybe she needs to have a sit down with Todd and let him know, get your ass in there and handle the business. Because when you fail at what you're supposed to be doing, people look at me. People look at me. They look at you. They say that's Kandi's husband, even when it fall on Todd. You feel me? They say it's Kandi's husband. Now, I kind of talked about the other day, and I wasn't going to bring this up in here in this particular topic. But since we're talking about Kandi, let me go ahead and bring it up. Now, Todd went on a podcast, and you guys, if y'all follow me, then you guys may have seen this, but Todd went on a podcast, you guys, and had a lot to say about Kandi. I didn't like that. Because he kind of made it seem like Kandi was being irrational in their marriage, okay? And I feel like you signed a prenup at which you didn't want to sign. If you guys watched the show, when he and Kandi were getting ready to get married, Todd didn't want to sign the prenup for whatever reason, okay? And Kandi was like, look, I was Kandi before I met you, and I don't really feel comfortable allowing you to just be over everything just now, right now, because, things could go left. And I respect her for, keeping up with her stuff as such. Let me upload this so that we can look at it together, because I kind of talked about it the other day, but I do want to reiterate this. Why is this not coming up? Give me a second so I can upload this, child, because I do want to talk about this with y'all, because I was out of town, but I did make a post, but I do want to touch on it since we're talking about Kandi and Todd right quick, so y'all can kind of go in and put your comments in of how you guys feel about this situation. Okay. All right, there you go. Let's go ahead and share that. Because Todd went on the podcast and had a whole lot to say. And I'm just like, you went into this situation already knowing what it was, sir. Oh, no. No. Hold on. Let's download. There we go. All right, so let me go ahead and put that up there so y'all can see. Thank y'all for your patience, okay? All right. Did it not come up? Hold on. Oh, I'm so sick of StreamYard getting on my damn nerves with how they... Is it not coming up? Sure you want to leave the studio. Okay. What? You don't want to show? Hold on. Damn. All right. I'm going to show it like this. Okay. And let's make it big. Hold on. All right, we'll show it this way. I don't usually don't like to go on my email like that, but the bitch don't want to do right, so whatever. All right, so y'all can see it here when it's coming up. Give it one little second here. All right, so y'all can see here. Shout out to Braxton Family Values fans, okay, page. According to them, they're saying that Todd Tucker revealed on his podcast that he doesn't feel like he is the head of his household. It says that Todd stated that Kandi is an alpha female, so it's either her way or no way. So that Todd also stated that his name is not on the home that they share, so it has always felt like he doesn't have a voice, and it is whatever Kandi has to say. He goes on to say that, what are your thoughts on this situation? They said that I think that he should have took it into consideration when he married a self-made millionaire, because Kandi was self-made whenever he met her. She had already bought that house that they're staying in. Most of the cars that they had, Kandi purchased. She already had businesses. Now the OLG business and the Blaze steak restaurant, they did get together after they got married, but she already had tags. She was already a singer with Escape. She already had her other businesses as well, but it's given that Todd is maybe, I don't know, you know how you marry a spouse and you kind of well off, and then they kind of feel like after or over time you're supposed to add them to your stuff, so they could feel a little more equal. I don't feel like Kandi wants to add him to her home just in case things don't go right, and then he can say, hey, I have ownership of your home, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to take that, when she feels that it's something that she worked on in order to achieve. And a lot of people may say, well, they're married, why wouldn't she add him? Well, it's kind of like a catch-22. Because the first thing that a person goes after whenever you decide to split and or divorce, then it's your property and your money and things that you work very, very hard for. So you have to be able to protect yourself in that regard, because you don't want to lose everything that you work hard for because somebody's mad and being petty. Now, I feel that now that they're married, they should accumulate things together while they're married. Maybe purchase another home in the two of their names and let that be their home, something that his name can be on, so that he can feel proud in order to build with her. But do I feel that she should reach back and just throw his name on there just because they said I do? You guys saw he was given a major kickback, and they almost didn't get married because he didn't want to sign the prenup agreement. He wanted to sign it. And Kandi kept saying, if you don't sign the prenup, then we're not going to get married. She made it very clear. And he had a whole attitude and was upset at Kandi because she was enforcing this prenup between the two of them. He kind of had like a little attitude. If you guys watched their wedding special, okay? He was just like, I don't feel like I should, And he held out on signing the prenup all the way up until I think the day before they got married. So it was looking like they weren't going to be husband and wife, but they've been married now a little over 10 years. So they've made it that far. But it's given that Todd he's starting to vocalize how he feels about how Kandi runs things and how he doesn't feel like he's the man of the house. Okay, y'all notice he started becoming very bossy when it came to Riley, Kandi's daughter, like he was her father, which he's her stepfather. He should be able to tell her what to do if they're married. But it got to the point where he was being a little hard on her because he said, "Oh, you're spoiled." But you got to understand that's how Kandi raised her to be. At one point, Riley was her only child until she got married to Todd, and then had the other little baby, and then had the little girl. Okay, so you got to understand, Kandi decided to raise her a certain type of way where she was very privileged, and she was the only child. So, most only kids, they're going to get whatever they want. And that's just how it goes. But I think that they need to have some type of conversation or maybe some family therapy to figure out how this can be resolved, because a jealous spouse can be a very dangerous thing. Look at the situation with Teyana Taylor and Armon Shumpert. They had to get divorced because he just could not calm down with trying to be, in the limelight and stand in front of her. When they want to take pictures, he want to stand in front of her and take the limelight. Like, you got to watch people like that. So Todd, fall back, bro, because you're going to wind up getting a damn divorce. She said, you like my name, the Shenanigator? I've been using that name for quite some time, like even before I came on YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead and promote it. And it is copyrighted, just in case anybody wanted to ask me, okay? Shenanigator, I went ahead and copyrighted it before I put it up there. I ain't stupid, because I know people trying to be snatching something sometime. It might try to snatch my name, but it is copyrighted, just in case somebody wanted to try it, okay? Shenanigator, the Shenanigator is copyrighted, all right? Thank you. All right. Yep, I got paperwork on that name, Shenanigator, so thank you. Moving on. I know my shit over here now. Don't play with me. I was not about to share that until that. I got the documents on Shenanigator, okay? Yes, God. I had Shenanigator before I even became a YouTuber. So that's my name. So if I see anybody else with Shenanigator, you're going to have to pay me, okay? You're going to have to pay me because I might have to get in your pocket a little bit behind the Shenanigator because that's something I came up with. Just like I'm going to give you the news you can use. Let me go ahead and give my quotes because I got some quotes that I like to use. The news that you can use. That's something I've been saying since forever. Y'all know it's saying me, Caramel, I'm Caramel, me, she, her. I was saying that. What's some other stuff? Of course, Shenanigator. I have a few things that I like to. Hopefully you guys woke up this morning, got your coffee and your tea, and you're getting where you need to be. Y'all know this is my morning thing that I say to you guys whenever we have an hour show. Just, my rally quotes. We call them rally quotes, okay? Yeah. It's all right, though. It's all right. It's all right. Y'all know, if y'all follow me, y'all watch me a lot, you know that's my shit. But that Shenanigator, that's copyrighted. Just in case somebody wanted to borrow it. You can, but you'll pay me probably. I'm not above it. Anyway, let's continue. Let's continue with some own news. All right, some own news. Let's get into it. All right, so Kimmy and Tisha are sitting down and doing an interview. As you guys know, they're trying to promote this damn show. Do I feel like the ratings are going to be what they used to be when Miss Melody Cherie was on there? Absolutely not. I told you guys this morning, Melody already made a post whenever they ran the super trailer for Love and Marriage Huntsville for the new season. She was like, thank you, Jesus. I'm free, honey. Like free from the mess, free from the drama, free from the damn shenanigans. All right. So let's get into these two clowns right here, child. Sitting up here with Carlos talking about the new season. Shout out to OWN. Let's go.
On this new season of the show that airs this Saturday, July 19th, using only one word, tell the audience what they're in store for this season.
Unexpected.
I will agree. Letitia Moore Scott.
Explosive.
Explosive?
Yes.
Yes. I would say surprising.
Yes.
And what's surprising about this season is the friendships
Very surprising.
are very surprising where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to y'all husbands,
Explosive.
it's a interesting surprise in terms of where y'all marriages go.
Mm.
I don't know what to
You don't
I
know.
don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking
She'll
about.
find out July 19th, child. So look, before we dive into the new season, y'all want a cocktail or something, some tea, anything?
We need some tea.
Might as well, because you're about to spill it, I'm sure.
Okay.
I'm feeling it.
All right, so Jamie, can you bring some tea for the girls?
Oh, yes. Look at the color. I'm going to take green.
Oh, wow, we got choices?
Thank you.
So we're going to cheers
Oh, yes.
to that.
The Carlos
ladies.
King.
Oh,
Cheers.
the Huntsville hotties. Okay, there we go.
Hey, so what y'all think about it? All right, let's get on to the next one. So yeah, child, they are trying to promote this show, honey, because they are looking.
You make it through security so fast.
We don't know. I'm gonna wait and see what the ratings for the first episode is, okay? Because honey, they are really trying to come in hot, baby. They really trying to come in hot this new season, and a lot of this stuff look kind of made up. The fight between, I said it before, the fight between Kimmy and Nell, that shit seemed recycled from last season. Okay, for those of you who don't know, that whole Destiny story sounds kind of like almost the bullshit she was dealing with last season. Like I told you guys with Sonny and Moses, like she drove that damn storyline through the ground and right back up and straight on back down to the ground. I was just like, girl, you not have nothing else going on. But anywho, like, and the crazy thing is with Destiny, while we're talking about this, Destiny has so much that she talks about on her Mental Mondays about all the things that she does. Like she said she's a real estate agent. She's getting back into real estate and all these other great things she said she's doing. But on the show, you on the show looking crazy, talking about some, oh, you with my man and why you didn't tell me you had another baby. Like, girl, promote yourself. Promote yourself. Promote the fact that you are trying to be a real estate agent. Promote the fact that you are, trying to, get your business jump started and all this other stuff. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it with her, child. If I had businesses like Destiny says she has, I would be promoting that shit. So it is what it is. I don't know. But let's get into the next topic. Child. They will not have me on no second season looking stupid, running behind no damn man, talking about what he ain't doing, why you didn't tell me this, this, and this. Girl, goodbye. And please shut the door behind you when you leave. All right. So Love and Marriage, let's get into that while we're talking about it. It says that Huntsville stars, can we call them that? Kimmy Scott and Nell Flesher, as somebody calls her, nearly comes to blows in the trailer, which we already saw that, okay? We know about the Ken situation. I don't know if I want to go back through this because I think I already showed the super trailer, so I'm going to skip that. Okay, pardon me on that. Pardon me, because I think I was pulling way too many topics there. Give me 1 second. Let's get to the next one. Because I try to care about it. I don't care about it no more. I gave it just a little bit and I can't give it no more. All right, so let's get into blogger Armon Wiggins. All right. Said that the Diddy baby oil stunt kind of went too far. So he does admit that the baby oil stunt from, y'all remember when they found Diddy not guilty of the RICO and the trafficking charges. Y'all saw Armon Wiggins, who is a YouTube blogger, standing outside of the courthouse, putting baby Diddy oils upon him, child, and dancing around. And people were like, what the hell is this? So a lot of people were outraged. Some people were saying in the comments that they were going to unsubscribe from him. They didn't support that because a lot of people felt like Diddy should have went to jail. But Armon is admitting that he really did go too far. So let's go ahead and show that. Shout out to TMZ. Let's get into it.
You went viral last week when the verdict was read for Diddy.
Am I ever going to slide out of this?
Right, literally. So we got to ask you, what exactly happened that day, just to give people some clarity? What exactly happened?
In short, the short story is, it was outside. I wanted to do like a little baby oil thing because that was a part of the thing with my audience. We would always do like a more oil. That was a part of the shtick that I would do.
And where did you get that from? Did that come from the actual trial?
Well, that actually came from the trial where Cassie would explain that Diddy would, require more oil on the escorts, And so when I was reading out like some of the Cassie's testimony, what actually ended up happening is my people thought that was so funny. Like some of the viewers that were watching thought it was hilarious. And so that's what happened. I believe that there was good and bad to it. Negatively, like, of course, you look like the guy that was celebrating a bunch of negative things. And, a lot of people felt hurt and triggered by that. So, of course, it affected it negatively because now, we go down in history for, this YouTuber that didn't take it serious. He was sitting outside the courtroom yelling more oil when he was supposed to be at a federal trial. And it was such a sensitive situation. So of course it affected that because there's some people that know no matter what I do, I'm never going to be able to change their mind or their perception of me and new media in a sense. People did DM me. People were like, what's going on? But, I got to shout out to my auntie Lunel. I love Lunel.
Lunel reached out to you.
Yeah, Lunel has been a supporter of mine for a long time. She told me it looked crazy as hell. She definitely did tell me that, but she said she's been watching me for so long, so she understood it, right? And so she just kind of gave me a pep talk and supported me, but she also told me it looked crazy, And
right.
you know where Lunel stands with the whole situation. She's not a Diddy supporter in any way, but
right.
I was appreciative because I know where she stands, and she didn't take it personal. I think if you know what you know, like if you do enough research, you know that it wasn't malicious. I think a lot of times, not to discredit it, but people just jumped on it because it was a viral headline. But after a little bit, people were kind of like, okay, we get it now. Like, it wasn't like that. I want to be done. I want to be oiled out. The baby oil is gone. We're over it. We're moving on to the next thing. I'm oiled out. You guys got it. I learned a big lesson from it. Because at the end of the day, accountability is key, whether I meant it or it was my intention or not. It did affect people because I can't assume that everyone knows me.
Okay, so that's what he had to say. Shout out to TMZ on that. So Armon said, hey, he learned a lesson from it. He got a lot of public scrutiny from that. He did lose some people. He lost some subscribers because people were not, they didn't think it was funny. A lot of people didn't think that shit was funny because they were like, listen, these women are being disrespected by Diddy, especially after knowing the whole video of Diddy being abusive in the hotel towards Cassie. A lot of people knew what that oil, the Diddy oils, represented as related to how he was kind of standing out front of the hotel and dancing around and making, jokes with this whole Diddy oil thing. So I'm glad that he says he learned his lesson. He was apologetic. So hopefully people can maybe move on when they feel like it, because you can't tell a person when to move on. But yeah, it was very insensitive. I think maybe the joke was too soon. You know how sometimes you make a joke about something and it's a little too soon for it versus waiting kind of far out and be like, girl, you remember that one time? Girl. And then you make a joke about it and people be like, oh, okay. But they don't laugh too hard. In that situation, I think it was too soon. Like they literally had said not guilty and you standing out front, Diddy oils all over your body. Like people like, yeah, nigga, it's too soon for that shit. Like cut it. We ain't laughing at that. All right. But all right, that's what had happened. So let's move on. Tyler Perry is in the news. Now, y'all know he got that new movie out, child, on Netflix. I haven't watched it. I don't know, child. I don't want him to jump out the TV and go jumping up in the bed with me, because they said that's what he's doing, child. That's what these men coming forward to say that Tyler Perry is jumping up in the bed with them. They going to go lay out, lay in the guest house, and he gonna lay squeezing up in the bed behind him trying to spoon. I don't want to be downstairs trying to take a nap and his ass Madea jump through the damn TV and hop up in the bed with me. Then my ass be suing for $260 million. But let's get into this, child. So Tyler Perry's accused of Derek Dixon, okay, the Caucasian guy who played on the Oval, breaks his silence on the $260 million sexual lawsuit and doubles down after the mogul scam speculation. Let's get into that. Tyler, just come on out the closet, sir. Okay, this is really starting to be annoying. Like, how many people got to come out and sue you before you just be like, you know what? Okay, I'm a strong bottom and a strong top. Okay, you're a strong bottom and strong top. Like, just go ahead and say it. Shit. All right. I don't think people are gonna love you any less. I think they'll respect you more for being honest about the situation versus like, yeah, no, that ain't me. Like, you out here talking about you gonna have well, you already had a baby. You had a bill. I think the woman was just a surrogate. Because low-key, we've never seen you with a woman, and that's fine. If that's how you want to live, it's 2025. People live how they want to. Now, I judge no one. If you want to be gay, be gay. If you want to be straight, be straight. If you want to be a dog, be a damn dog. I don't care, honey. Just bark, be the best barking dog you can be. I don't give a damn. But when you're just out here lying and peeping out the closet, eventually you're going to fall out that bitch, okay? Eventually you're going to fall out the damn closet. So just go ahead and do that. All right, so Derek Dixon is speaking out for the first time about his $260 million lawsuit against Tyler Perry, saying that he went public about the sexual assault allegations. He says, because I couldn't just let him get away with this. Because y'all know men of power like this, like Tyler Perry, people like Diddy, and the list goes on. They feel like, hey, I have enough power and money to get out of things. I can pay my way out of this because I'm so-and-so. And I feel like Tyler Perry may have that same attitude. Yeah, they can pay a few millions of dollars and make shit go away. Whereas just a normal, regular schmegular dude off the street can probably spend years in prison for the same crime that somebody like Tyler Perry committed. All right. So he goes on to say that although the ruthless actor called the ordeal terrifying, said he claims that the June filings was about defending other creatives from having to choose between their dreams and their dignity. Okay. So if you guys want to read up more on that, you can go on, head on over to Boston. But it says that the Oval actor Derek Dixon speaks out about his sexual harassment and assault allegations against Tyler Perry and why he came forward with the lawsuit. So according to what he was saying, he said he had to do it. It was terrifying, okay? He did not want Tyler Perry to get away with this. We also know that another man named Braxton something, he came forward to talk about his experience as related to Tyler Perry being attached to it, but for another guy who worked for Tyler Perry at Tyler Perry Studios, RAPE'd him, okay, R-worded him. Tyler Perry knew about it, and he's saying that Tyler Perry helped cover it up. So Tyler's name is being thrown in a lot of these lawsuits as related to sexual harassment, okay? So that's not a good look, Tyler. That's not a good look. So he might get this $260 million if he can prove his case, all right? But if you get too many of these, Tyler, people gonna start canceling your ass. They're gonna cancel your ass and Madea. All right, anybody be watching you twirling around in that damn Easter wig and that damn flowery dress no more. They're gonna be like, fuck Tyler. We don't want to see shit he make, him or Tyler Perry. We don't give a damn. So you better clean it up, sir. You keep your hands to yourself. Get you a blow-up doll or something. Go over there and get you a blow-up doll and and hump up on that or something. I don't know. I'm trying to help you out here. Get your blow up dog, go down there to the SEX shop, child, and ask them what's your strongest bottom blow up dog. Let me get that. And go in there and blow that bitch up and put it up there upon your bed and get up there and do all the stuff you want to do. Jump up and down on that bitch like a trampoline. I don't care. But leave these folk alone. Don't be hiring people to be doing little nasty, egregious bullshit to them. And they're trying to spoon with people while they trying to take a damn nap. Tell them to go sleep in the guest house and they lock the door and you get the spare key and creep up in that bitch like a thief in the night trying to steal some booty. He know he was doing it. Allegedly. All right. So Britt Edie let the people know, right, to take that dog. Not to take that dog. Y'all are nuts. All right, so Britt Edie was a no-show at the reunion. That's Real Housewives of Atlanta to be exact. She has now made a statement, girl. Britt Edie, honey, says no Britt, no reunion. Well, girl, we didn't care that you weren't there. Did we recognize or notice that you weren't there? I don't think so. But she's back, girl. She is back. Let's go.
Britt Edie and
Britt Edie.
Britt Edie.
Well, Britt Edie might be a newcomer on season 16 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
All right, so we're going to stop there because this music, child, ain't got time to be edited today. No, God. This is Britt, child. She done made a whole little video. Now, your ass couldn't show up at the reunion. The time you made to make this damn video, your ass could have been sitting at the reunion answering all the hard questions. Everybody else had to do it. And Portia had to sashay across there with her tight-ass dress on her donkey booty and hug out with Drew Sidora after Drew done read her ass down to my Simon Says. Drew brought all her Simon Says jokes, and Portia had to get her ass up and sashay across there with her donkey booty and hug her neck and apologize. You could have had your ass there, too, because you stayed in the most shit, Britt. You did. You really did. So Britt says, no Britt, no reunion. Girl, the reunion went on. I don't know where you were. I don't know what station you was watching. Maybe your cable got cut off because, you know, they said your money was a little funny over there. And you didn't go to the reunion, so you didn't get that check either. So the reunion still went on, in case you didn't know, Britt, even though you weren't there, okay? You weren't there, girl, but the reunion was still there. All right. But so that's what Britt had to say, honey. No, she says, honey, Britt Edie reveals her reunion look if she attended. So this is what she was said to be wearing to the reunion, but she decided last minute she ain't gonna be there. But I'm gonna go ahead and say, girl, you ate down. You was giving body and whatnot. Okay, y'all like her dress? I'll give it to her. I do like the dress. You ate down a little bit. You did. You ate down. The hair was herring. Your makeup was flawless or whatever. But yeah, we don't care now because they already had a reunion. Like you coming out like surprise, and we like, we don't care. You should have been there, Britt. Okay, you should have been there. You would have ate down. You should have sat by Portia with that on because y'all was almost dressed alike with, you know, that little shiny shit on. Yeah, you could have sat by Portia with that on, and y'all could have been almost twins, like Siamese twins or something. Okay, but thank you, Britt, and no thank you, Britt, because we don't care no more. All right, I care for 2 seconds, and I don't care. Moving on, girl. Moving on. Let's get on back to some Real Housewives of Atlanta because Angela Oakley is not done with Phaedra's ass. So let's get into that, honey, because she done pulled a Monique on Phaedra's ass at this damn reunion. And we got to look at this, honey. I said, baby, anytime somebody bring a binder or a full folder with some files on your ass when you know your ass stay lying and you see that binder come out, just walk off the stage. Phaedra, you should have got your queen of the damn dressing ass up at the reunion and walked your ass backstage. I would have sat there knowing that binder was coming out. She's about to read your ass from Genesis, Revelations, right on back down to that damn table of contents. All right, so let's get into what was said. Angela Oakley doubles down on the accusations that Phaedra, as I like to call her, sent a man to spread cheating rumors about Charles to secure her spot on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and says that the man originally blamed the other woman in the group, said that he went to high school with her sister. Now, y'all know they said that Phaedra, okay, is from a little small town over there in Atlanta, where everybody know everybody, but Phaedra was trying to say she didn't know such and such and such, but Angela don't reach back there, honey, don't ratchet around like the old people say, and got that damn photo out and then made herself out to be a lie. Let's go.
So, Angela, why were you certain that it was Phaedra that sent this man to the group?
First and foremost, he told me it was Phaedra.
Okay, this man who you've never met.
Never met.
Okay.
Never met. He is from Athens, Georgia.
Okay.
And his aunt is a lady by the name of Kimberly.
I don't know, Kim.
Phaedra, I stop you right there. Now, Phaedra did the same thing that season she was on there with Kandi and all them whenever they found out that her ass sat up there and lied. Phaedra always make those faces like she don't know what somebody's talking about. And then when they pull out the receipts and they really find out that her ass was behind it, then she get, I don't know them. Yes, you do. Let's continue.
This is a pattern.
What kind of pattern is it?
A pattern of lying.
You're not about what?
Do you want me to show you?
No, you can show me.
Okay, let me show you.
Here you go.
Yeah, so.
Well, fold.
Come on, file folder.
You done put the whole file cabinet, child.
This is Marcus.
That's the guy.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
This is his aunt, Kimberly.
Okay.
Okay.
Kimberly is friends with. Is this your brother? Is this your brother?
That's my oldest brother, yeah.
So you all went to high school together. So there are only 2 high schools and 3 middle schools.
So, Angela, why were you certain that it was Phaedra that sent this?
Yeah, she done went through the whole damn family tree.
That's Athens, Georgia.
Okay, so they went to high school together. So how did that man come on the show and say
And
that
that's
you
what I want to ask you, Phaedra.
I don't know that man.
He didn't just willingly give me your name. He tried to put it on Kelly.
Well, I heard
He
that
tried
you
to put it on
coerced them to give
No,
my
Okay,
name.
if he tried to put it on the other women, then what
Well,
makes
all
you
of the
think he was
receipts-
telling the truth about?
He went to high school with her sister. Really, Andy?
I'm from a family of 4. Plenty of people can go to high school with some of my siblings.
That's just no coincidence, Phaedra.
Did you have something against Angela?
Of course not. I had
Did you
just
want
met
to
her.
take Angela down?
Why would I want to? I don't even know her.
What it is Phaedra is wanting to secure her spot.
I don't have to secure my spot because, baby, I got a guaranteed contract.
Portia, what I found alarming about you is you are so eager to believe she's telling the truth. When everything you've been through with her, you
Right.
said that you
Okay.
think I
I'll
set that
tell
up.
you. I'll tell you.
Why would you say that?
Everybody's thinking this whole thing is so silly. Nothing about
He's in Athens, Georgia.
Okay, so then,
about the
Girl, she done say, and Portia, okay, she get on both of them.
guy and what he was saying was real. The junior, the Debo, whoever he said.
Junebug.
The issue was real,
Okay,
and the person is real.
But he's lying in between trying
Where's
to make
the
it
lie?
true.
Where's the lie? I know that's right. Where is the lie? See, you can always tell when Phaedra be lying because Phaedra her facial expressions change and she looked kind of defeated a little bit. But I don't know. In my heart of hearts, I feel like Phaedra might have something to do with this little bullshit because she real sneaky. And I told y'all a while back how Kandi was saying that even though she and after that lie came out about Phaedra saying that about her having a whole sex dungeon and trying to do stuff and drugging people and I was just like, so Kandi came out and said that Phaedra was going behind her back to some very important business people in Hollywood and telling them not to work with Kandi. So Kandi would be trying to, like do business deals and stuff. And Phaedra would find out about certain stuff and go ahead of her trying to block Kandi's business and telling people negative stuff about Kandi. Like, girl, I wouldn't work with her. And girl, I wouldn't do this because Kandi exposed her at the reunion. Phaedra be on that kind of time. Okay. And I don't like that side of her. She's a very smart Black woman, businesswoman. But when it comes to her being petty and facetious and vindictive, she's that girl. And I don't like that shit about her. I don't like people like that. I don't like people like that. Don't play in people's face and don't play with people's business and their money like that. Okay. You don't have to like a person, but don't go ahead of somebody that's trying to close business deals and say, girl, I wouldn't work with her because of this and make up lies and stuff on people. Allegedly. Okay. In order to make yourself feel better because you were exposed for telling a lie on them. I mean, that's why you got fired from the show for so many seasons. And then you sat up saying, girl, I would never come back to that show. I would never sit back on that stage with that sinking ship. And you're sitting back on the stage of the sinking ship because the ratings this season were trash. So, baby, that ship won't sink in too bad because you found a seat on that bitch to come back. But I digress, honey. Moving on. Never say what you'll never do. Now, here we go with Nene also speaking on Phaedra. You guys may remember this scene where Nene actually exposed Phaedra that particular season too, where Phaedra kept saying, I don't know you, I don't know her. But Nene had to break it down. Girl, I know you. We went to the same damn school and da-da-da-da. Let's get into it. All right. So Angela Oakley with a message for Phaedra getting into this because she was like, child, stop the lies. Okay. Let's go.
And to not have her there to start any fires, now I'm starting to think this is why they went and got Phaedra. They wanted Phaedra to try to come on and help save. That's what it feels like. The week before.
However, I do know you from Athens because Athens is a very small town. We only have 2 high schools, 3 middle schools. So most people know everybody.
But see, the thing is, Phaedra, we don't.
And to not have her there to start any fires, now I'm starting to think this is why they went and got Phaedra. They wanted Phaedra to try to come on and help save. That's what it feels like.
They saying they trying to get Phaedra to come in and save the show, girl, because they were drowning for real. So she jumped on that sinking ship, girl, out there in the middle of the ocean and tried to come over and save, they're saying, the show.
Before.
However, I do know you from Athens because Athens is a very small town. We only have 2 high schools, 3 middle schools. So most people know everybody. But
so you just said at the reunion right here over there with Angela, you ain't know her and you didn't know all these other people, but all of a sudden now Athens is so small and everybody know everybody. Which one is it?
See, the thing is, Phaedra, we don't.
Well, there you go. Okay. So get your lies straight, girl. Either people know people or not. If it's a small town and everybody know everybody, then if they knew everybody back then, I'm pretty sure they know everybody back now. Know everybody now. Okay. I think Phaedra be forgetting her lies. Maybe you should write them down. Okay. I don't know. Let's move on. Speaking of Real Housewives of Atlanta, you guys remember Mrs. Lawrence, or not Mrs., but Miss Lawrence. Okay. Y'all remember Miss Lawrence used to always hang out with Sheree. All right. Y'all remember? He's so extra too. I like Miss Lawrence. He's a whole riot. But anyway, they're saying there's some thieves at the reunion, child. Y'all remember when Portia snatched Kenya up and pulled her damn bangs out when she had that bullhorn in her face and she put that scepter in her face at the reunion? Baby, I said that was probably one of the best reunions right there. When Portia snapped on Kenya's ass and drug her across that room and snatched her damn wig off. I said, well, shit. All right, so now they're saying that thieves at the reunion during that season said that Kenya Moore and Miss Lawrence say that their luxury goods vanished at the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion taping from their room. So somebody went in their room after Kenya got beat up, child, and they're saying stole some of their luxury items. Let's get into that. I was like, I never knew that.
That was you. That was a slay. Yeah. The makeup was simple. Mm-hmm. I love that we just kept it simple. I love the sleekness of the dress. I love a strapless dress.
Yes.
I love a mermaid. Yes. It was giving all of that.
Yeah, especially when that décolletage is.
Girl, you went from a mermaid to a rooster after Portia put her hands on you, girl. Because baby, your wig was all the way tore up after she tore your head up over there for blowing that damn bullhorn in her face. As soon as you put that scepter up there, Portia snapped on your ass, and the next thing we know, you was on the floor, and Andy was trying to get her up off you. So you went down, girl, as a fairy, and you came up as a rooster. That's what had happened.
It's glistening.
Yes, the glistening, darling.
Bronzed up.
Bronze, honey, bronze. And you slayed that hair. That hair was slayed.
That wasn't the season where our stuff got stolen.
Let me see. What season was that? It was toward the end before.
Was it? All I know is.
You know what? I think it was.
We got back to the dressing room, and our stuff was gone. I had
my Louis Vuitton bag.
You had a Louis Vuitton
roller.
Bag. You had a Chanel. Bag. I had a Chanel, my big Chanel tote gone. And them people ain't like they wasn't gonna pay me. Y'all gonna give me every dime for mine. This was probably.
So we had already had a very difficult reunion. Yeah. We go back to the room. All of our things were gone.
Ramble through. And I'm like, where's my bag? My Chanel bag. I had a big black Chanel tote.
Yep.
Double C's gone.
Yeah, I had a Louis Vuitton roller, my computer, your computer too, right?
My computer, your computer, yeah.
My computer, yours, like literally all of our things were gone. And we were the only ones that had anything stolen.
Yes.
We were the only two.
I think we was the only one that had that shit, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm talking trash.
But it was terrible. Like it was horrific.
That had never, I was like, wait.
And was it in New York or here?
No, that was here.
That was here at the Biltmore.
At the Biltmore.
Yeah, somebody snuck in and stole our stuff.
Yeah.
And then we called the police.
Yeah.
And then they found, where did they find of yours? They found your phone.
They might have found my phone.
They found something.
They might have found my phone.
They found your phone or your computer. It was one of them.
No, it might have been my wallet. I think they might.
Was it the phone, computer, or the damn wallet? Like, it sounds like y'all making this shit up as y'all go a little bit.
I found my wallet. They took the bag.
They found one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I never got anything back. So I was like, oh, hell no. This is, we work hard for our things. You know what I mean? And to be in a secured environment where we are only filming the reunion and to come back and it was gone, that was horrible.
And it was gone.
Yeah.
And baby, they could tell us, oh, well, I know, oh, well.
No, it's
not. Well. Y'all gonna give me my coin.
Yeah.
For something for that amount, I would think you would have some type of insurance of some sort on it. If you lost it, then contact your insurance agency and say, hey, my expensive luxury items were stolen, and file a claim and see if you can get your money back for it. Okay. Because I don't think that they're responsible for watching over your stuff while you're on stage. Like Lawrence, I don't know why you on backstage with all the stuff anyway. You shouldn't be on the stage. It should be Kenya on the stage. So where were your antennas when this shit was going on like they said on Friday, honey? Where were your antennas? You should have been back there in the room or with the stuff. Why were you away from your stuff? And why would somebody be stealing stuff anyway at the reunion or backstage from at the reunion? That's weird. I don't know. But I guess shout out to them, child. Y'all need to contact y'all insurance agent. If y'all didn't file on your insurance, you stupid. Anything expensive like that over a certain amount, you should have that insured. Okay, if rappers can be out here insuring their jewelry, baby, surely you can be insuring your Chanel bags and all these expensive items that you're taking along with you. All right, so let's get into some Tia Kemp and Charleston White news, because Charleston White said he is calling the popos on Tia Kemp, child. I said, y'all better figure it out, because I know you lying. All right, so now I got to play for y'all what Tia had to say. And I'm going to have to try to play and mute because Tia's mouth is very reckless, honey, okay? Y'all bear with me. So y'all going to be like, I can't hear. Yeah, some words you're not going to hear because it's a lot. Tia's mouth is very much so a lot. All right, so let's go. So Tia claps back at Charleston White after he threatens the cops on her, okay? So let's go.
And that's that. Obviously, he been over there eating them streamers' ass. And he's infested with something because the side of his mouth. Did I show you that shit? You must didn't see that shit. I'll show you again, bitch. That bitch mouth. That's that. And that's that. Look at that shit. Look at that shit.
Yikes.
Look at that shit. Look at this shit. Don't you dare talk about no bobble. Don't you put that shit on. Fucking, you better not. You better not. I won't let you. And that's that. Obviously, you go tell that one-eyed peanut head patchy little bitch that I motherfucking said. Before he go to a police station today about me, make sure he go to the doctor. Do you understand me? Or I'm going to call the health department on that son of a bitch. I'm finna call Miami Health Department this morning and tell them it's a wild, rabid man on the loose in Miami-Dade County running around down there passing out some shit I ain't never fucking seen before. Yeah, tit for tat, bitch. I'm with that. Yeah, you call the police? I'm calling the fucking CDC. I'm calling the fucking health department, and I'm going to let them know your motherfucking ass with rashes on the side of your mouth and you sucking putt. You tricking off and you passing out something that's sitting on the side of your mouth, you nasty, rotten face, infested son of a bitch. You go tell be in quarantine and incubated, bitch. I'm finna call CDC and the health department just as sure as that bitch dial 911 and go down there to the courthouse or something and lie on motherfucking me. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. You need to be in the house, be in quarantine or incubated, bitch. I'm finna call CDC and the health department just as sure as that bitch dial 911 and go down there to the courthouse or something.
So y'all heard what she had to say, all right? So they fighting Tia Kemp, child, and Charleston White. Charleston is on demon time. Charleston said, bitch, I'm going to the popos because you committed a crime. This shit's so petty. I have to laugh at this. All right, let's get into Charleston and what he had to say, baby, because this shit here is so just, I don't know. I don't even have a word for it. It's stupid as hell. All right, let's get into it, child. I like a little kiki, ha-ha, hee-hee, hoo-hoo, ha-ha. All right, so as you guys can see me in the comments, because that's where I reside when there's any type of pettiness going on. Because my ass is petty, too. I like a little mess. So let's get into this bullshit. All right, so Charleston said, I ain't playing. So Charleston White says that he is headed to the police station to report Tia Kemp for harassing calls and verbal threats. He says, under the Florida law that you cannot be recording people without their consent and you cannot be threatening folk as well. So he is hey, following up on his rights down there in Florida, and he going to the popos on Tia Kemp's ass. So here we go.
Certain crimes. So they want me to go online and report it. I'm going down there to report it. And shit, look, I'm finna show you right here. You think I'm bullshit? Only certain crimes and incidents available for online reporting. There go one for you, Tia, verbal threats, because I take these as verbal threats. I don't take this as trolling. I don't take it as joking because of our history. Because of our history. And what else? Harassing phone calls. Certain crimes.
You know you on some demon time when you go and Google some shit and pull it up on your phone and put it up to the camera. Right here is where the crime is. Nigga, go somewhere and play a video game or something. Like, go and wash your ass. Go brush your teeth. Go watch TV. Go do something. This is dumb, okay? Like,
but that's online reporting, Tia. You committed a felony in the state of Florida by recording our phone call. So I have to go down and get a detective.
Not a detective? Why everybody talking to detectives now?
The officer said to go online. But when I told him you was making phone calls, threatening, harassing, and recording them, trying to exploit me online. But that's online reporting, Tia. You committed a felony in the state.
Tia, you committed a felony. That's what he said. He said you committed a felony. All right? You're going to jail for this felony.
State of Florida by recording our phone call. So I have to go down and get a detective.
He have to go down there, okay? He don't want to, but he got to, according to him.
The officer said to go online. But when I told him you was making phone calls, threatening, harassing, and recording them, trying to exploit me online. But that's... So they want me to go online and report it. I'm going down there to report it. Shit, look, I'm finna show you right here. You think I'm bullshit?
But waste your good gas to go down there for nothing.
Only certain crimes and incidents available for online reporting. There go one for you, Tia, verbal threats, because I take these as verbal threats. I don't take this as trolling. I don't take it as joking because of our history. Because of our history. And what else? Harassing phone calls. Certain crime.
Well, now it is a crime if you do that, okay? But you can't say some slick shit to her and you know Tia gonna pop off back at your ass. And when she do, then you ready to run to the police station. Like, stop instigating shit. And then when somebody pop off and they come a little harder than you think, then you be ready to go down to the damn police station. Like, it don't work that way. Y'all two grown adults. She talk a little shit, you talk some too. But then I talking about, I'm going down there to talk to the detectives and all this. I got to go down there. No, you don't have to go down there. There's plenty of things you could be doing. You choose to go down there and waste your time. Obviously, you ain't got shit else to do. If you can be sitting in the police station all damn day, it take time to go down there and file some paperwork on somebody. I mean, damn. Anywho, maybe you got hit in the head too hard when you had that boxing match. I don't know. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. But that's what's going on between Tia Kemp and Charleston White Child. It's a hot mess. Maybe you should go down there and figure out if you focus more attention on that rash on the side of your mouth than going down there and filing something on Tia. Maybe your life might be a little bit better. I don't know. All right, but let's move on. Let's move on. Was that it? Oh, no. Okay, yeah, let's get into this last one. Because Megan Thee Stallion, honey, is going after this blogger child. She just will not go away. This girl gonna wind up in jail. Watch what I tell you. She gonna wind up in jail. Like, they done told your ass to abort mission, and she's still out here on the bullshit. All right, so Megan Thee Stallion files to obtain access to Milagro Graham's social media in ongoing dispute. Y'all know Milagro Grahams is a content creator. It said that she is or has been harassing Megan Thee Stallion for Tory Lanez. All right, there was some documentation shown where Tory was paying Milagro Grahams to harass and bother Megan Thee Stallion. All right, so that paperwork's already been shown. I think I covered that on my channel as well. So now Megan has solicited her attorneys to go after, and she put in some paperwork with the courts to have Milagro Graham's Instagram, not Instagram, but her social media accessed for the courts to show like this is what she's doing, and that can be done. That go for anybody that's on social media and you're using that or any platform in order to continue to harass people and come for people. All of that stuff, screenshots, you can have that stuff requested through the courts to file a case against someone if they are on that type of demon time. Okay. It's already been told to this person, Malaga Grams has already been told through the courts to not bother Megan Thee Stallion, to leave her alone. Don't contact her in any type of way. She has a no contact order, but it gives that maybe she still may be breaking some rules here and there. So Megan is trying to prove that, hey, Malaga Grams is still on demon time. So I guess so is Megan Thee Stallion. All right, so here we go. That's a serious offense, and your ass can go to jail behind it. All right, so Megan Thee Stallion is urging a federal judge in Florida to sanction Malaga Grams, granted her legal team direct access to Graham's social media accounts after repeated failures to comply with the court orders in their ongoing defamation case. Now, in newly filed court documents, Megan's attorneys allege that Grams, whose legal name is Malaga Elizabeth Cooper, has ignored multiple requests to turn over documents and digital communications tied to the lawsuit, okay? Now, the records were due by May the 27th, but Megan's team says nothing has been produced. So you months behind. This is July. We going into August, so you still ain't gave shit from May 27th? Okay. Now it says that the rapper's legal team is asking the court to compel Grams to immediately provide the requested materials and waive any objections that she may have had to the discovery request. Now it says that they also want a third-party forensic firm, FTI Consulting, to be granted access to Graham's accounts on platforms such as Instagram, WhatsApp, Discord, and iMessage to retrieve potentially deleted or hidden messages. Y'all see that? So just because you type something, put something up on your Instagram, YouTube, whatever the case may be, and you delete it, those things can be retrieved. Okay? I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm talking about who I'm talking about. Just because you delete stuff or you take it down, if you're harassing someone and you continue to do that and you delete it, it doesn't mean that it's gone. Anything that hits social media can be pulled up through detectives. They have forensic departments that can go in and they can pull those things from your computer. I watch enough crime shows and I know a little thing too about that as well. Okay. Yeah. So that's for anybody out there on that type of time. Just because you delete that shit don't mean it's gone away. Hello? 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 Are you there? Y'all see what's going on here? This person here, Malaga Grams, this person here harassed the shit out of Megan Thee Stallion, and she was paid to do so by Tory Lanez. Good money, too, in the thousands. So she would do a little bit and then delete that shit. So now Megan has had her lawyers and her attorneys to get a discovery to go through all of her social media platforms that she was contacting Megan Thee Stallion in to retrieve deleted messages or any messages that she sent to her after she was told not to. That goes for if you were sent a cease and desist and you're still doing it and ignoring those things, that can also be looked at as a violation through the courts. Jail time. Go and look up how much time you get for stalking and harassment. Go and look at those things. Okay. Now it says if that access is denied, then Megan's lawyers are seeking the court to instruct the jury to assume that any missing messages would have been damaging to Graham's defense. Okay. So if you're deleting something, obviously you know that it's against the rules or laws to do so. All right, but there are ways. Okay, how do you think when they find people who unalive people and you're looking up things on? I've seen enough crime shows where people look up things, how to do something or how to hurt somebody or how to unalive somebody. You don't think, and they delete those things. You don't think they can go into those computers and they see, even if you delete your history on your computer, it's still in there. Any keystroke that you make on your laptop, computer, whatever the case may be, it's in there. It's in there unless your drives are actually like completely taken out and wiped out. It's still in there. It's still in there. Okay. So whoever is doing that, you might want to not do that. So that goes for anyone. If you're sending harassing messages to someone, if you're continuously bothering people who ask you not to do so, if you own that kind of time, you can definitely be spending time. And who wants to be sitting in jail? This is summertime. You want to be outside enjoying life, turning up, making your money, enjoying your kids if you have kids, if you're in a relationship, enjoying your man, all the things that you have to do. No one wants to be locked up over something simple as harassing communications and all the things that you're doing through whatever way you're doing it. I don't know. Okay. But as you guys can see, Malaga Grounds, you may be facing some jail time because you have ignored court orders in order to turn over said information. And it was due by May 27th. And you're now into, what is this? July the 14th. You are way overdue, ma'am. So I'm happy that Megan is following through with this situation. So whatever needs to be done can be done. If it's jail time, oh well. Oh well. You mean you taking money to harass people? That's a fucking crime. And I hope you get the extent. I hope you go to jail and get the fullest extent of the law, do what they need to do. Because, I mean, you obviously have no more time on your hand. And you're a beautiful girl. You could be out, on the pool somewhere or on the beach, tanning, girl. Like something. Be outside, girl. Be outside. But anywho and anyway, that is our show for the day. All right. So, for this video, I may tap back in a little bit later because I know on Mondays, social media kind of be booming like that. So I'm trying to keep up with everything. But yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by and supporting the video. Okay. Thank you to my mods, Bill Wilson, KBR Tyra, Scorpion Miss. Thank you to my backup mods, Rose Armstead, Sweet Essence, and True TV Podcast. Thank y'all for doing an awesome job. Thank you for all of the content creators that joined us. Let's see. I got to use my cheat sheet. Purple Unicorn, thank you. Sunny Days, thank you. Miss Hills ATL, Boss Lady Brain, Girlfriend Chronicles, Love Seen Heard. I saw somebody else in here. Schoolboy, if you're in the house, thanks for being here. I know Schoolboy is usually here. Aries Love, thank you, love, for being here. Okay, I always like to call everybody. If Aries Love is not one, I don't know why I keep saying that. If you're not a content creator, your name gives content creator Aries Love. But thank you so much for being here as well. Thank you to all my Caramelians. Okay, y'all know I love y'all down as well. Did I miss anybody? Did I miss anybody? I don't want to miss nobody. All right, well, we're gonna get on out of here, honey. We're gonna get on out of here. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Okay. Oh, Simple Mom Family TV. Thank you so much. Simple Mom Family TV. I know it's somebody else. Thank you. All right, so we're going to get out of here, guys. Please don't forget to tap on that like button for me if you can to support the video so we can push it to the algorithm, okay? Keep your notifications on so that you guys will know when I go live, all right, and or post on YouTube, all right? Follow me on other social media platforms, Instagram, and also my Caramel Rail Show page on Facebook, all right? I post on all of those platforms to keep you guys informed with what is going on in the news, all right? If nothing else, let's get out of here. Bye.